evening, everybody. Welcome to another Wednesday Night Live. You've got myself, Brannon, and below us we have the fantastic Brent Adams with Fastline Fast Track. And
how you doing?
The lovely Nicole Zurcher over on the other side. How you doing? Hey, there's a green line in my face.
Uh-oh.
I'll take care of it.
Anyway, how are you guys doing tonight? It's we finished up cotton harvest, so it's been an interesting week. Brent, how you been doing?
Man, I have been busy. I am in the second of two virtual conferences for this week here. We had the AAEA, the Ag Editors Association, Monday, Tuesday, and then today started National Association of Farm Broadcasters conference. Both of those were supposed to be this week in Kansas City. Both were moved virtual, so been just jam-packed days here. Been a lot of great programming. You might be able to hear a faint bit of music in the background right now. I am about 3 squares away from trying to win virtual music bingo here. That's how the National Association of Farm Broadcasters gets down, man. We're playing music bingo here as we speak here. So if you hear me yell bingo, that's the drill here. We've done about 5 games. I've gotten skunked every time here, so I'm really trying to win one here before the end of the day. But man, outside of that, this has been a great conference. We've got Sonny Perdue coming in to give us a debriefing tomorrow. We have just had a lot of great speakers come in, talk about everything from the opioid crisis to grain bin safety to the markets and what the impact of the recent elections might be, and just a wealth of information. And that's where we get a lot of content for the next few weeks. Plus, it kind of gets us up to speed for some of the big issues that we're going to be seeing in the coming weeks and months.
Oh, that's cool.
So busy time. You know, they packed that thing just jam packed during the in-person conference, but you know, they've kind of done the same thing here with this virtual conference. So it really haven't had a chance to breathe. I mean, literally running upstairs for about like 5 minutes to grab a drink and something to eat and go to the restroom and right back at it again. So it's the same way, man. They keep you going from sun up to sundown and pack a lot in there, but it's a really valuable conference. So, and get a chance to see a lot of our friends with the National Association of Farm Broadcasters. Haven't seen our buddy Dustin yet. I'm not sure where he's hiding out. I saw him file a few stories today. So
he was when I talked to him yesterday, he was busy filing stories, and he was. I think he said he had 34 interviews to do today.
Well, that could be why we didn't see him today. He may not have been in some of those bigger sessions, but man, a really powerful one this afternoon with the American Farm Bureau Federation. Ray Atkinson came in with a lady whose daughter had passed away from a opioid overdose, fentanyl overdose. And we're talking about the crisis, and man, just the thing that I'm thinking about through all that is no parent should ever have to talk about their child in the past tense, and listening to some of that and just how difficult of a conversation that was. It was a really powerful thing. So we got some of that audio I'm going to share here in the coming weeks on Fastline Fast Track. But man, yeah, that was a tough one today. You know, we also had another breakout today on mental health on the farm, led by Pam Yonke out of Wisconsin.
You know, it is a very probably in while you're at that point where I was going to mention something. You know, we're at a year. Sunday will be 1 year for Colton Howard's accident. And that's grain bin safety and having to identify kids is a bad thing. Yeah,
for sure. And I got into talking with the folks from CHS about that today, about grain bin safety and still the continued uptick of incidents that we've seen despite, you know, better safety measures, more education on it. You know, you'd think things would be trending downward, but instead they're kind of heading in the wrong direction. So we talk about that, and you know, at least I know we will on this show and on my show as well. Keep beating that drum for safety and just keep putting it front and center.
Oh, absolutely. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. And it's a big issue. I mean, it is farm safety accidents. We were in a discussion a few weeks ago. As a whole, farm safety accidents are ahead this year, and we thought last year was bad, are ahead this year of any other year in recent years. So, I mean, that's kind of a big deal.
I'm acutely aware of a lot of it just because so many people post those headlines here on Farm Life. But going back and doing the research for this story today, just a quick glance, God, just the headlines that we've seen in the last 6 months are astounding to me.
Yeah, RJ almost broke his foot today. Well, he may have broken it. I guess, does it count if it's broken if you never go to the doctor to find out if it's broken? He's telling me to shush. But he dropped an auger on his foot today. My father's shed burned down a few months back, and it took a power pole with it, and they had to shut the power off. Well, that goes to grain bins and all of that. So now that harvest was over, they had to dig a new power pole. And so they put the post in, and RJ dropped the auger on his foot. And his toes, I don't know if they're normally that crooked. I mean, I'm looking at them right now.
If they weren't before, they are now.
Like at a weird angle. I'm trying to remember if that's what they used to look like. I'm not really sure. Because he had a bunion surgery, so they actually had to cut like 2 of his toes off and like reattach them to fix the bunions. So the one toenail kind of like goes a weird angle, but yeah, it's like
taking a turn.
So
all right, how did we get to talking about cutting toes off to fix bunions?
That's the process. Did you know that? I assumed they just shaved off the bone on the side of your foot. No, yeah. They cut the toe off. Like they make a slit. Like, okay, if this is my toe, they would make a slit. Well, not there, because obviously your bunion wouldn't be there. Shut up. they make a split like right here, and then they cut the bone, and then they move the toe like up from where it's like attached. So they literally cut 2 toes off and then move them. It's crazy.
Wow. I think I'll hang on to mine a little longer.
Oh.
Well, RJ doesn't regret it though, because his back hurt and his feet hurt, and he was miserable, and he was only like 4? I think he's 24 when he had both of his feet done. So it made a big difference.
That hurts though. When you drop an auger like that on your foot, that does hurt. I mean, that tends to make you want to whimper a little bit.
Get your foot over here.
It's been a long 2020 has just been a miserable year.
Dare I say it's not even over yet.
We finished picking cotton last night, and when we finished picking cotton, we had in the last 1,000 feet when everything broke down. We had hydraulic issues. We had headers, the head units clogging up. And then you figure, okay, we're done with that. We're good. We get ready to move everything home today and make the last round at 2:45. What do you run into at 2:45 in the afternoon going on country back roads?
Well, before COVID, I would have said school buses. I don't know where it is in your place.
School car rider line.
Oh, geez.
I still want to know where the school is in this photo, because you said this was a carpool lane.
The school is right here to your left. It's right over to your left of the picture. All the cars are sitting there at the school. By the way, we did solve some of the too many people on the internet issue coming through there. There are no longer about 20 houses with cable, so we're good.
Oh no! Oh no! How would you take out a line, or what did you do?
We took out more than a line. We took out. we took you out several lines, and then of course we had the best thing that sums up 2020 of all things is this one right here. That is by the way, that's my granddaughter. And as you can tell, she's extremely happy of her day. But we got to moving today. You see our circus that we move. We pulled into this little town, the middle of town, and all of a sudden, all of the pickers stop. The bull buggy stops. I stop. We have all of the traffic in town blocked. And Dustin got out to go get a pizza.
You do what you got to do.
Yeah, I guess so. But it has been one of those years this year. Daryl is safe. Randy Llewellyn. Uh-oh. Did you see what my daughter said?
I did. She's making old people jokes on
Who is?
Your daughter.
Oh, I hadn't seen that.
Dad, you're starting to look kind of old. What's all that gray on your face?
Really?
She is calling you out.
All right, that does it. Jeep pausing. What is Jeep pausing?
Jeep.
Just for that, I'm going to go get just for men. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do all of this, and I'm going to do it in some funky color.
There you go.
I don't think they make just for men in funky colors. Just say.
I saw somebody do it with Kool-Aid once. Does that work?
Hey, did you know Kool-Aid was invented in Nebraska? Fun fact. We don't have a lot of things to claim to fame, but that is one.
Okay. No. How in the world was Kool-Aid in Nebraska?
It was invented in Hastings, Nebraska. It's
really
well, they don't know what Orange is.
She's daring me to now.
Hey, we have a dare going on today. In a little bit, we're going to have our resident selfie king do a donut eating contest with our rabbit. And by the way, this is our rabbit, not the one he's going to be having the contest with. But yeah, that rabbit is from Zurcher Farms. So he ate a ridiculous amount of food. Our kid, I think every one of our children fed that rabbit every day.
Red and Megan McDowell says that red and green for Christmas. So should I do my head red and this green?
So it looks like a big grass stains on your face. Sounds like a great idea, Brandon. There's no way this can go wrong.
There is absolutely. All right, so what if I do my head green and that red?
Then it would look like you were the bunny off of Monty Python. I don't think it's a good option either. Randy,
go green.
Go green.
All right. Randy Llewellyn. All right, so wait a minute. Hold on. Randy, if I go green, you got to go red. I think that's a good idea, don't y'all?
I don't know. What should I dye my beard?
And we know Brent won't do it.
Moving on.
Head multicolor, mustache red, beard green. Where's Kelly when we need her?
I don't know where Kelly is. I haven't heard from her. I sent her the link, but I don't know where she's at.
I know. Yes, you are dead. Wayne Wilson, how are you doing? Oh, come on, Randy. Don't be such a chicken. And by the way, if y'all hear the doorbell ring, the dog likes to ring the doorbell.
I think it's funny. Zach says, we busy, yet he's watching our live while he's busy.
Well, yeah, they're playing with the new combine. Or not the new combine, the new rebuilt stunt combine. Zach. By the way, Zach, how is Kelly doing? Y'all, Zach's wife is extremely sick right now, and she's going rough with it right now. I'm trying to fix my cameras, y'all. If you see it switching back and forth, I've got one that's kind of flopping like this, like everything else that I got around, like candy stripes. No. Not only no, but absolutely no.
Then it looks like strips of blood just hanging out.
Oh, I had a stash. Now, this is something, Randy, if you guys that farm, we all, during harvest time, we put food in, have a stash of food in the tractors. Not like a dead rabbit. Only my daughter would come up with a dead rabbit. But somebody got into my tractor and ate my Little Debbie Nutty Buddies and my apple pies. I had them hid real good under the seats so nobody could find them. Why? I said no red. Really? I'm good with that, Kendall. Stars. No. Now this is getting ridiculous. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. No, I'm not going to do that because then somebody will give the money up and then I'll have to do it. As y'all well know, my son lost a bet last week and had to get a tattoo. Yeah, see, you got Twinkies. Randy, I could have sent you Twinkies. I still have a stock of Twinkies.
Okay, Brannon. Brent, do you want to go through what you're doing first? And then my husband has brought in the rabbit, so we can have this donut-eating Don't feed her all the donuts now. You got to save some. She's excited.
He's already given the rabbit donuts, really?
He's trying to keep it on the counter. So, Brent, what do you have going on?
Oh, wow. So I tell you what, in the midst of the conferences, just trying to get together our episode 81, which is going to feature on tech in the industry. We pick up our conversation with Kurt Coffey, who is with Case IH, talking about their innovations. We had him on the live stream a couple of weeks ago. We've got more outtakes of that we're going to put in there. Also, Justin Blanchette with AHW LLC, the big John Deere dealership out of Illinois and Indiana. They're going to be talking about some different tech issues, kind of precision ag and where they see things going with, remote technology and so forth. So we got that going on. Also, we've got a little tribute here for anybody who knows Orion Samuelson, the great farm broadcaster, legendary, 87 years old. He's going to be retiring at the end of the year. If I can do this here, if this will work, I want to play a clip for you guys. This leads into something that we're going to be talking turkey for Thanksgiving and the impact of farming. But I want to share this little clip real quick.
Don't ever forget who is producing the food. That's why with Thanksgiving coming, I always say, if your invocation says, bless the hands that prepared it, I say, bless the hands that produced it. So
there you go. Just something for everybody to remember as we get into Thanksgiving week next week. So that's going to be it here. Just trying to get things together. I'll be burning the midnight oil to get all that done tonight, because then we get back on the road with the conference tomorrow here and Friday. We got that. And then another live stream coming up on Tuesday. A great traditional country artist by the name of Rye Davis. He's a great guy out of Kentucky, doing big things. That if you like that gritty sound, guys like Creed Fisher and so forth, and you'll like Rye Davis. So hope you go check that out. We had American Blonde on last night. That was an interesting hour with those guys. High energy. It used to be Southern Halo, and their first album produced by Jeff Clark of Alabama, and they're doing some big things. We got some good response from that. So if you hadn't seen that yet, go check that out. That's over on the Fastline and Fastline Fast Track Facebook pages and the Fast Track YouTube channel. So a lot of stuff going on here. They were just trying to get together another episode here for next week, so I can have a day off maybe for Thanksgiving. It's been a wild few weeks here. Unbelievable time. And, we kind of predicted that when we were in April and May that, everybody pushing everything to the back half of 2020, that it was going to be just kind of frantic here in November and December. And it hasn't disappointed so far. And one thing that I want to bring up too, we were talking about the farm shows last week. The last one that I had on the books for this year, we started the year getting rid of the Wisconsin Public Service Show. Our last show that we did was a Commodity Classic last year. Everything boom, 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 like dominoes all year. And the last one fell this week in Nicole's beloved Nebraska. The Nebraska Ag Expo, formerly the Nebraska Power Farming Show, is not canceled, but it's being pushed to February 23rd through the 25th. A little curious how that's going to be done, considering that Commodity Classic was that same week and they've already canceled that one. So these guys say, we'll push it from December to February. Maybe it'll be better by then.
We're optimistic here. What can I say?
I don't know. Maybe they've been drinking that Kool-Aid too long. I don't know.
That's where that comes from.
Washing down their Runzas with Kool-Aid.
Yes.
I don't know.
Hey, if you come out to Nebraska, if this still happens, we will have to get together and we will go to Runza.
Hey, okay. I saw a Runza recipe somebody randomly posted on Facebook this week. I'll have to share that with you. Actually, just last night.
I like to make runzas, but they don't have the meat and the cabbage like a normal runza, but like sloppy Joe mix, and they're really good.
Okay.
But talking about Kool-Aid being invented in Nebraska, of all places to invent Kool-Aid,
we got nothing better to do. We live on like an ocean underneath the ground. We got plenty of water, so we just spice it up a little bit.
There you go. The state that gave you Johnny Carson and Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that's our only claims to fame. Not really, but yeah. Nebraska.
Hold on. Kendall said you can have Runza shipped.
Well, I didn't know that, Kendall. Really?
Really?
Really? I had no idea.
You can ship just about anything these days. Pack in a little dry ice and you'll be fine.
But why do we always turn to food? Our life.
Yeah, I digress. Sorry about that. But anyway, the Nebraska Ag Expo moved to February 23rd through the 25th. We'll see.
It's and looking now, honestly, looking at where things are going to be, I'm not so sure that next year is going to be any better than this year.
I've had that conversation with a number of people here, because everybody keeps saying, God, 2020, when will it get over already? 2021, I don't know. It's going to be a whole lot better, at least the first half of the year. I want to be optimistic and say maybe by the middle of the year, we can start to figure some things out here. But I'm going to say this. We have a lot to do with several groups in Ecuador and Brazil. And for people that think that COVID is just something that was invented, it's not. They are on severe lockdown in some areas of Ecuador right now. Yeah.
And Brazil is the same way.
I mean, you look at Germany here a few weeks back, put the whole country into a 4-week lockdown. So I know there's a lot of conspiracy theorists out there that think it's just a fabricated deal here, and it's a political sham. But look, I've seen too many people personally affected by it to know that there's something to it. And I know here in Kentucky, they just put kind of rolled things back again today. And now you can't have a gathering of any more than 25 people. And Here's the one that really gets to me, and this has nothing to do with farming as much as it does with COVID, but you can have outdoor dining in Kentucky in December, which means they're all going to be putting up heated tents. So how is that any different than being inside? You know, you're going to be outside in a tent, in probably closer proximity than you would be actually sitting indoor. So I think that'll fly until the first one of those tents has a problem or something. Yeah, I don't really get it. I know everybody's just trying to get around it.
As much as I hate to say it, I think there are going to be some changes. Although I did think it was funny the other day, and I want to say it was Illinois that did it. You could have a funeral with, I think, up to 100 people, but you couldn't have a family gathering of any more than 25 people or 15 people.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much the way it is here.
I mean, so what are you going to do for Thanksgiving? Hold a funeral for your turkey?
Yeah, I mean, if that's the only way you can get around it. You know, that's what they were talking about in Nashville when they were having so much trouble, you know, with bars and restaurants not being able to open, but you could have 5,000 people standing shoulder to shoulder, you know, to have a protest, and everybody was fine with that. And they say, well, we're just going to have to get together at the bars and protest COVID, you know, whatever.
It is a sad situation, but we have to learn to adapt. Every other country in the world is learning to adapt. Although we had a gentleman join Farm Life and join Cotton to the Max this week, and I got a chance to message with him a little bit back and forth. He is a plant pathologist. And his main thing is cotton, and he works in the same lab in Wuhan where the virus came from.
How about that?
I thought that was an infectious disease lab for people.
He's one floor up. That's the sublease space.
Apparently, from the understanding, that's not just like a little small lab. That is like a huge lab. And they do everything there. They do plant genetics. They do infectious diseases. They do animal genetics. They do a little bit of everything. So... is he still stuffing the rabbit with donuts?
There's some shenanigans going on. I keep watching.
We keep seeing it. Yeah, we keep seeing it
because RJ's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get her a towel," and he leaves the bunny on the counter, and and Buddy's like, "I'm out,"
no.
And the bunny's like ready to jump off the counter, and that's what I was like, "Oh my God, RJ." and then he's like, okay, he had a towel for the bunny, and then he went to go get some water. He put a bowl of water in front of her, and she's just like, poof. And it flies all over the counter, and then he's swearing, and I had to mute my video. So you were talking about something really serious, and I'm over here laughing.
I'm just watching your face. I'm watching not only your face, but I'm watching your hands, and you're doing like this, and it's like, what is she doing?
Yeah, I can't control my face. It's a genetic trait from my mother.
So is he ready to feed her donuts?
Yes, we are ready. Hang on.
I want to see who's going to eat. Now, the bad thing, what's going to be funny is if the rabbit eats more donuts than RJ does.
We will see. Hang on one second.
All right, now he's going to give the rabbit the real donuts, and he's going to eat the rabbit donuts. That would be cool. By the way, in case any of y'all noticed, I had to move studios again. I moved to a bigger studio than I had before. So we haven't quite finished the walls yet. All right. Do you see that, Brent?
Okay, can you see us?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, hop along, Cassidy.
Okay, so we have RJ here. You guys know him as the selfie king.
little tiny bunny donuts, and she loves
Where's
them.
yours? No. The bunny gets the glazed ones. That you just
Oh,
give the
she
bunny
eats those
donut.
too.
There's a chunk out of this one.
Okay.
So this is our bunny, and our kids fell at naming animals. So her name is Bunny Bunny. But yes, we have these lovely glazed donuts. We are not sponsored by these people in any way, by the way.
Although we are open for sponsorships, if they would like to pay, we're open for
Proud
sponsorships.
Harvest, we are we're eating your glazed donuts.
But she just eats them right on my hand.
So RJ, how do these taste? So how do we want to do this? Do we want to see how many she can eat and the amount of time you can?
No. Oh, wait a minute. I thought RJ was going to eat one with her.
Yeah.
I will.
No, not that. The bunny donuts. The bunny donut.
Okay.
Okay, but you got to nibble it like a bunny.
Okay.
That's how it works.
It tastes like a sugar cookie.
You're losing. You're losing right
The
now.
bunny's eating ahead of you. You're going to lose big time.
It's just like a sugar cookie. They're delicious.
Don't tell our kids that.
Here, you better catch up, Rabbit. Come on.
They do smell good.
I
They're
think
like
she's-
little wafer.
They
Like
do look like sugar cookies.
they
I think
smell.
she's tired of those. She does like regular donuts too. Here's a regular donut.
Randy, I didn't get a chance to. I will come down. I'll come down earlier. Wait a minute. Hold on. Does she eat regular donuts?
Now you fed her so much while we were waiting. She's not hungry now.
She did eat a regular donut.
She's a little camera shy.
Again,
Camera
Johnny Carson. This feels like one of these Johnny Carson animal segments here.
But she's a sweetie. And she gets all kinds of they got these little treats and plenty of hay and stuff like that in their pen. And she's got a boyfriend out there.
And now that brings me to a subject that RJ and I have dealt with and Elisa have dealt with all day today. If you are on Farm Life and you see a production chicken house or a production beef feedlot, do not make rude comments about it. These people take care of these animals better. These animals are fed and taken care of way better than you are. And I'm not going to put up, neither is RJ, neither is Nicole. We're not going to put up with rudeness. If animals are the lifeblood of our farms, and they come first in most cases, and they're not going to be mistreated. If you see animals on Farm Life, they're there for a reason. They're not mistreated. I promise you that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, people that are, you're not going to, you're not going to mistreat them, because if you mistreat them and they're sickly,
That costs money.
you don't make any money on that.
No, you don't. There's a lot of money that goes into animals. It's just like those chickens. There's a lot of money in those chickens that were on that picture this morning.
Yeah, and they're very well cared for. They all look. I mean, they look healthy and that. I mean, if you those animals were in good shape. Yeah.
But if you are rude to somebody on Farm Life, the Farm Life police will catch you and will boot you out.
Mainly me.
You and Lisa. Lisa.
It's me, but it's
Well, she sent me a message today. She says, "Can I start deleting and blocking rude people?" I said, "Yes. As long as they're not farmers that are actually doing what they're supposed to be doing, have at it." And yes. Huh?
It's all right to have an opinion.
Oh, absolutely. But don't get rude about it.
Rude about it. Just, you don't need to be mean. You want when someone going to your job and saying, "Well, you're doing that wrong, and you don't care about this, and you don't care about that." You wouldn't want that.
yeah.
especially
No,
when you're not
and
doing those things.
you've got people have got to understand there's small farms, there's medium farms, and then there's big production farms.
Mhm.
You don't go to the grocery store and buy a chicken that comes from a farm that's got 40 birds.
No,
When you go to the grocery store to buy a chicken, it comes from a farm that's got 200,000 birds at a time on
the donut got to her.
it. Fat people have to have donuts. Look at me.
Fat bunnies need donuts.
See, now that's cool. Maybe I ought to get bigger ears. If I had bigger ears and got a little fuzzier, maybe people would like me more.
I don't know, Brannon.
I guess it is nice that if your kids if you got little kids and they would happen to eat these, I mean,
I know
I don't
Allie
think
thought
it
about
would
it.
make you sick. So,
You know, they're from Thailand, so you know.
well, the ingredients aren't anything that I wouldn't see in a cookie. So,
Yeah, I see potassium acid tartrate every day.
well, unlike cookies, yeah,
I would eat one, but I have a dye allergy, and I'm
they
afraid
have red sprinkles.
they have red sprinkles. I'm a little nervous about that.
But yes, the
They
rabbit.
do smell good though.
She
All right, hold on. So what happens if you were to eat them? Would you start puffing out and swelling up?
She would, yeah.
Like if I have yellow dye, like in
Hi,
lemonade,
sweetie.
I've had my throat close, like fake dyed lemonade, not real lemonade. Normally
Nutrients.
I break out in hives and I'll get like splotches all over me. And if I get too much dye in my system without taking like a Zyrtec or something, it gets really bad.
See, now that would be fun. We would have to get an EpiPen, but to see how long it takes Nicole to swell up like a porcupine.
2 minutes.
Well, no, with the lemonade, it just depends.
Peach rings about killed you.
Well,
So
that's how I figured out I was allergic to the dye. But yeah, it's not fun. Adult onset allergies are a thing where you can just randomly become allergic to stuff when you're older.
I wonder if we should have me try some sweet feed with the calves next week.
Sweet. You can show them our baby goat.
All right, hold on. We've done this before. Let's have a little bit of fun. Watch this.
I'm watching.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
What's happening? I got he's calling.
Hello.
Randy, how are you doing? Since you say that I don't ever give you any love, I figured I would give you a call and we would have a discussion tonight.
First time this year you called.
Oh, first time this year. You have got to be joking me.
I seen you out there on that tractor the other night with the radio playing. You was having fun. But
Oh, yeah, it was. All right, so how have you guys ended up the year so far?
well, we got done, and I'm through with farming this year. I don't even want to think about it. It was a rough year.
Yeah, I know. I think we all had a rough year.
Yeah.
RJ was good at tearing tires off combines.
Yeah, we tore up quite a bit of stuff too. But soybeans, they're going up, but soybean crop wasn't no good this year.
Yeah, we had one call and offer today 65 over basis for beans.
I think they're 11 something today or something like that. They went up 15 cents, 15, 16.
You gotta love it. Well, all right, Randy, what was the absolute funniest thing that you guys did this year that you just had to, it wasn't funny at the beginning, but when you ended up, you just had to sit back and look at it and laugh?
Well, I really can't talk about it. you probably know what I'm talking
Yes, I do.
But I better not say no.
All right. Well, I just figured I'd call and bug you, Randy. I hope you have a good night, and I will call you later. I'll call you next day or so.
Yeah, I'm glad you still got my phone number. I was wondering about that.
Oh, listen to you. Listen to you.
Hey, if you're feeling lonely, Randy, we could post your number on the live, and everybody could call and ask you if you're selling some llamas.
By the way, don't ever be surprised what we will do. If you feel that lonely, I think we can, between Brent and myself and Jason, I think we can put your number out to about 2.5 million people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all were talking about, running people down. Me and you and Tiff can't have a conversation because that's all we do on here.
All right.
But it's all fun and games.
It's all fun and games. It is.
Yeah.
So
everybody knows how we are, right? So.
Oh yeah. Well, Randy, you guys have a great Thanksgiving, and I will yell at you guys later.
You too, buddy.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I think she's cool.
Oh, Kelly just sent me a message. Nicole, or have you got your phone handy?
Oh, it's over there. Do I need to look at it?
They are cutting beans with their brand new rebuilt combine. Kelly sent me a picture and sent me a text that says, "Still freaking out here playing. Where did the damn combine go?" Apparently, Matt has drove off and left her, and now she's trying to find it.
Oh no!
Oh man, I bet he can hear her swearing.
Not Kelly.
Not Kelly. No, Kelly.
No, not Kelly. Let's see. We'll try another one. See, now if we had Zach Wilson's number, we would call Zach. All right, wait a minute. Let's have some fun. She can't know that we're calling her because they don't have much signal. Let's see what she says when we call her. Or she gonna send us the voicemail.
Somebody send you to voicemail.
How did I know that you were about to call me as soon as I sent you a picture that says, "Look at me, I'm playing. Where did the combine go?" Oh, I can see where he's at, but you can't see where you're going.
Well, why not?
Oh, it's just unbelievably dusty, and apparently somebody doesn't want to stop. So kind of like farming in underwater with lights on.
All right, so Kelly, what of everything that has gone on this year, what is the funniest thing you've had to deal with that wasn't funny at the beginning for 2020?
That's a loaded question for her.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know it's a loaded question for Kelly.
We don't have enough time in the show.
All right, so if you're in the tractor with the grain cart, where's Zach?
He's dumping beans at the bin.
So he's dumping beans, but he's on Farm Life with us.
Oh, you sold him out.
Probably.
I sold him out to Kelly. Yeah, I didn't call Matt, although we ought to call Matt.
No, not poking the bear. You guys will end up all over his YouTube channel.
That's the idea. We can call Matt, get him all stirred up, and tell him that you and Zach want to run all night long.
That's not funny because we don't. I want to go home. I want to go home.
Hey, by the way, the rabbit donuts apparently are good.
Oh God, rabbit donut. Oh, the funniest thing that happened so far. The top one, like, so far, because we're still not done. I would have to say that the cotton picker caught on fire, and then an hour later the module caught on fire, and then it caught on fire again, and then the one next to it caught on fire 12 hours later, and then the same module caught on fire again. So we had too many fires, and don't ask me or Zach to ever run in a field ever again.
Was it a Run Forest Run symposium?
Oh, it was like the service truck and the water wagon was parked way down at the end of the field, maybe like a quarter mile, and Zach did the I'm out of shape run all the way from the building. As my dad sat on the module builder going, why is this fool running like there's a fire all the way to the truck? Oh, I don't know, Dad. Maybe because there was a fire and you weren't listening to your radio. Instead, you were listening to your headphones. That was a fun day. The best part of all of it was I'm the one who saw the fire coming out of the picker. So I get on the radio. I'm like, Matt, fire, fire, fire. So I stop. I get down. And this guy is climbing down the picker. Of course, he doesn't climb as fast as he used to. And I'm like, fire extinguisher. Give me the fire extinguisher. He hands me the GoPro. I said, F this GoPro. Get a fire extinguisher. We can replace what? And I'm like, there's not enough money in the world to replace this cotton picker, and you're handing me a GoPro telling me to film it. So he cannot air that on YouTube because I told him where to shove the GoPro, the rated R version. Is about to go up and playing. That was a fun day. Oh, and it's just the tip of the iceberg on this farm. Because the next day or the day after, it was the next day, the wheel came off the module builder. Zach was driving it.
Now, how did that happen? Honestly, because we all were sitting there looking. We saw the tire. We saw the rim. How did he run it off of the rim?
I guess it just, I don't know. It split because it was old, and all of a sudden Zach was like, there goes the tire right in front of him. And the tire was like way in front of him, and he's like, I'm dragging this thing. Okay, cool. On one of the busiest streets in Jackson at 3:30 in the afternoon on a Friday. So yeah, that was our that's just been the tip of our awesome harvest so far.
Yeah, I think it's been that way. I honestly think it's been that way for everybody this year. I haven't heard of anybody that hasn't had anything major. It's just been stupid. I mean,
and actually, Matt got sent a video on TikTok of a guy who did the exact same thing as Matt in the exact same combine, except this fool went through the windshield, and this guy just rode over his header and did way more damage. And I was like, oh God, the comments. And so Matt sends it to me, and I look, and everyone's like, well, at least you didn't go through the windshield like that Greg guy. And I'm like, yeah, that was my husband. The exact same combine. Exact same header.
Do you know what I found the other day? And I'm trying to see if I can find it again just to put in his combine. I actually saw somebody had for sale a crash test dummy.
No, because we've been looking.
And I saw it for sale, and I'm like, oh, could you imagine putting that in Matt's combine?
Yeah, that would be great. I could put that on the YouTube channel for sure.
You know,
Yeah.
it has been an interesting year, to say the least. And please do not make Mother Nature mad anymore, Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly.
Kelly,
Stop calling her nasty names.
Coleslaw did his dance, and we got rain and a drought. You cuss out Mother Nature, we get 5 hurricanes after we ran out of letters. We're getting, I mean, who names a hurricane Eta? ETA. Is it just because they run out of names?
No, they just want to
That's my motto.
people with the.
If you would please not make Mother Nature get unhappy again this year, I think we would all be happy with that.
I'm sorry. I apologize. My awesome rain dancing and me swearing at her, apparently we need to kiss and make up. But as long as she doesn't rain until after we get these beans out, maybe, just maybe, I might apologize. Because never in my lifetime of working out on this farm in the last 16 years has everyone in the Midwest and the North been done before the South.
Yeah, you're right.
No sense.
No,
Yeah.
you're right.
And if one more person posts that they're done with harvest, I'm going to personally come to your farm and slap you silly.
Kelly, we were months ago.
How many acres did you got left, Kelly?
Come here, Kelly. Come at
400.
You've got 400 left?
400.
Well, that at the rate y'all have been going with combines and with pickers and equipment, y'all might finish by the time you plant next year.
Hey, you'll be better 2021.
February. It'd be awesome. Oh man. Yeah. No. I had to get kind of ugly yesterday to get the combine back home too. So I might be banned from a Case IH dealer the rest of my life.
Oh, and by the way, Matt was live on his way home with the combine.
Yeah, I wasn't. I left him because our son had his very first basketball game yesterday, and one of us was not about to miss it. So it took him 3 hours and 35 minutes to get from Union City, Tennessee to our home.
Wow. By the way, I do like the new fasten your seatbelt sticker that's on the windshield of the combine now. That is a nice sticker.
That's a nice touch, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's awesome. That works perfect.
I asked him, I said, where's the 3-point harness, guys? They're like, yeah, well, they don't make it in that size for him. I was like, oh, whoops.
What we need to do is get him a racing harness, a neck brace, and a helmet, and he'll be good.
He's got, we have helmet, and we have chest protectors for the dirt bikes. We just need the racing harness, and I think we're good. He said that he was driving it, and of course, no header on it, and it started bouncing a little bit. He said, yeah, it kind of got a little nervous when it started bouncing over the bridges. I was like, I think he puckered up just a little bit the first couple of times, and then, yeah, he's better now, but he doesn't drive it as fast as he used to.
I wonder why. All right, so what is Bunny doing?
Just walking around.
You know, I think she wants to be a YouTube sensation.
She heard Matt Greg's in YouTube, so she came to see what it was.
She's trying to find which angle makes her look slimmer. I don't think this is the angle.
No, she is right there. She just told everybody what she thinks of the 2020 farm season.
Yes.
Yes. And it's still not over for us down here.
Hey, Kelly.
Yeah.
We're done for the year as of today.
Okay, so I'll be at your place about 5 hours to slap you silly, turn around, drop back home.
It'll get better, Kelly.
Hey,
It'll get done. It'll get done.
You feel better, let me tell you. It would probably make you feel better.
Well,
Oh, I have offered for people to just come scream in my field for free. I mean, I've already done it. So anybody else want to join me? You can gladly come and just scream, because that's just how I feel nowadays, especially with like all my friends in Illinois going back on lockdown again. And I've got friends that probably won't have a job after this second one that they're going through.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, here we go again. So I'm waiting for the schools to permanently close. And
Don't say
yeah,
Then you get vocational ag.
yeah.
Carter
Vocational
will
ag.
get good grades on vocational ag.
He's actually gotten better grades because he wasn't home. He had to be quarantined like 3 weeks ago, and he got like all his 3 days, and we got all of his homework done in like 3 days. It was great. And then he came out here and he worked when we were doing cotton. So, but yeah, let's just, I don't know. I told Matt I kind of just want to go somewhere and just disappear for a couple days, and
Yeah.
nowhere with a farm, nowhere near a farm, no farm mentioning, nothing.
But plenty of alcohol.
No, you know what? The two of us, we don't drink anymore. And I'll tell you why. It's because we're just too tired.
Yeah.
When you're working 15, 16-hour days, I had a friend tell me, my God, how much weight have you lost? And I'm like, I've lost 37 pounds. All right. I don't care about eating. I just want to go home and go to sleep. And the other day, Matt was like, geez, have you lost weight? I'm like, I don't know. You think? Maybe since September 22nd, I've been a little stressed out.
All right.
Probably.
All right. Now, talking about that, what junk food is in Matt's combine?
Halloween candy,
Funny snacks.
2 pecan pies.
Hold on. Pecan pies in his combine?
Yeah, you know the little ones at Walmart, they sell for 50 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah, I buy like them out because he eats 2 of those a day.
Okay. So what's in Zach's truck?
I don't know. Good question. Since Zach's been eating kind of healthy like me, probably healthy stuff.
Celery, no big deal.
That's no fun.
No, we're really boring people right now. But I don't know. Ever since September, we've just kind of been trying to survive. And
Kelly, what did you see today? Have you? We got notice here that beans they went way above basis here. What are they doing for you guys there? Anything?
Oh yeah. Considering my husband decided to tell everybody on Facebook Live how he screwed up our contract and yet didn't tell me face to face. So we might be having a conversation later tonight.
Well, since he did that on Facebook Live, you should record that on Facebook Live.
Yeah, beans did go up today.
I was sitting here listening and I'm like, you screwed up Art, what? What did you do? What? And I was like, don't you think maybe you could have told me this? That would be some information I might need to know. So, yeah, I guess I might need to have a second or third job if this crap don't pay off. I don't even know. And now he's talking about buying a 12-row header for corn. I'm like, with what money are you going to sell a kidney? Do we have to sell Carter?
Well, his kidneys are already bruised, so he can't sell a kidney. They're still bruised.
Oh, I could sell one of them at least as a down payment. Something. I gotta do something. I don't know. I just know that the cotton did pretty well. We got a premium. That was a blessing. On most of the cotton before the rain. So all the farms that we did before the big rain that came up here, we got premium. So, and those checks came in last week, and I was like, woohoo, we can pay a little bit of bills. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I'm a little nervous as to what's going to happen with the whole White House situation, because I think as farmers, what do you do? Do you plan for one person to be in the office, or do you plan for the other one? Because if one person's in the office, man, you better take all your income right now and make you look like you broker than you really are. And then if another one's in there, do you keep doing what you've been doing for 4 years? So we're kind of sitting on that right now.
Well, and that's we're all on that crossroads.
Yeah, I don't even bother turning on the news anymore. Unless somebody has an awesome meme to like share of a dog or something, I really don't care about looking at anything. So I think just calling friends and joking about fun stuff is a good time. I refuse to talk about politics or anything else. And oh my gosh, someone told me today that people are going back and hoarding all the toilet paper.
Yes, they are.
Why? I mean, thank you from a cotton farmer, but come on, people. Share the TP.
Maybe they're getting it for Christmas.
Go buy out the rest of the toilet paper somewhere and go toilet paper people's houses just for craps and giggles. And then be like, oh, okay, you want to hoard some toilet paper? We'll go get it from the tree now, because now you can't even wipe your butt. Look, 2020 has done Kelly Griggs in. I'm a little crazy. I'm a little unstable. So if you see me toilet paper of somebody's house, y'all just join in or drive by and wave. Or, just join in. It would be fun.
It'd be more fun to join in. I want to break out my toilet paper cannon.
You have a toilet paper cannon?
I have not used it in a long time.
Now we're talking. All right. So who are we going to go TP? Because I got some really cheap toilet paper I could get rid of.
I would like, maybe we ought to go hit Charles's house.
Anybody's house at this rate, I don't care.
We could go to Ryan Brannon's. Of course, he wouldn't care. He'd be out there helping us.
Yeah, and he'd be like, what are we doing, guys? Celebrate your house. Yeah, well, no, I think that's what we need to do. And then, a friend of mine, she said that we all need to buy these. She bought her kids these. They're called marshmallow guns.
Yes.
You put marshmallows in them, and you can shoot each other across the. Yep. I'm like, where are these marshmallow guns? I need marshmallow guns because it is on.
But you gotta,
pipe, Kelly. You can get the instructions on the internet and make them for like $3.
Yeah, but you got to freeze the marshmallows first.
No, that's dangerous. No, I just want to. Maybe I'll get a marshmallow gun, and then Matt and I can have marshmallow Olympics in the living room, and I can see how far I can shoot it and he can catch it in his mouth.
In the living room, Kelly, you have a giant paintball course.
Yeah. And
yeah. So you do marshmallows in there.
Yeah, those paintballs hurt.
No, I'm in the
all the guns for the year. So we went through all the paintballs. They had none left. That's how busy that place was.
Wow.
See, there's something good that came out of 2020.
Oh, there was a one of my friends, Kelly, and you would have loved this job today. He posted a live video. He has a contract with Texas A&M. Well, Bunny, get comfortable, why don't you?
Yes.
He has a contract with Texas A&M to jump off of helicopter deer.
What?
Yes.
Deer?
They are doing a live catch program, catch, tag, and release. In the helicopter, the wind makes the deer lay down. Then they jump off. Two people jump off the helicopter, throw a net and a blanket around the deer, tag the deer, give it a collar, and let it go.
That sounds like a new sport.
Like some ninja stuff right there.
Yeah, big time.
The hunter warrior, that needs to be a reality show.
Yeah, we
Could
should
you
get on
imagine
that.
watching Kelly trying to jump off a helicopter and grab a deer?
Yes.
Gosh, we could totally do this with goats. I have a fainting goat. Okay, somebody make a really loud noise, and then I'll.
Yeah.
When,
We could do it with goats. I mean, not out of helicopters, but
Off
you
a
know,
building.
out of truck beds. We could just do it redneckery style.
I think we ought to have a goat rodeo.
We could do a drone. We can get a drone. We can scare the goat, and then someone has to pounce. Or we can pack calves. You got to get out of the pen before the mama gets to you, or you are.
I can't remember how to get out of this field because I've done turned myself around in the dark. Where am I supposed to go? Where is he going? Oh, I'm gonna tell you right now. There better be a whole entire YouTube video of me going. Where are you going? Where are you going? Why? I'm not going over there. No. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, I did a whole segment today. Whole segment. There needs to be a support group for grain cart, grain buggy drivers. We need a support group.
Or bull buggy drivers. Bull buggy and grain carts together.
All of them. Just put them all together. We just need a support group. And module builders, because the bull buggy will come over and dump in there and keep dumping. And I'm looking at him going, why are you keep dumping in here? This ain't gonna fit. Do you want the module truck to call you and say, why is this so big? And I'm gonna say, call Matt Griggs. That's what I'm gonna say.
Let me tell you what Chris did. And that's the same thing. We had two kids that one of them has always worked, the last couple of years has run the module builder. Well, he likes to be a smart aleck. About 4 times this season, he would flick Chris off when he come by him. So Chris would just empty a whole buggy full. And you'd look at the module builder from across the field, and it's 20 foot tall of fluff cotton. And there's cotton. It looks like it's flowing cotton. And Chris just drives off and leaves it. They've quit flicking him off. They've quit yelling at him, and they now bring him something to drink when he's running during the day to keep. I'll bet you there was 800 pounds of cotton on the ground around that module builder that day.
Oh, man.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Whoa. Geez, Matt, did you put enough in here? That's great. Let me go over these terraces in this water hole, and I'll get stuck. You can come pull me out. I love this. This is so fun.
What field are y'all in, Kelly?
Right by the house.
The one that I got stuck in?
No, not that one. The one on top of the hill.
Yeah, that's the one I learned not to follow Matt Griggs in the combine.
No, don't follow Matt Griggs on the combine. Yeah, we don't.
Matt goes, just follow me. Next thing I know, he's making turns and around. He goes around the bend, and I see his tire tracks, and I'm like, all right, I'll follow Matt. I drive, and all of a sudden my truck drops straight down. I'm like, okay. Matt drove through the ditch with the combine instead of over the pipe. Kelly goes, there's a pipe right there. You can just drive over that. Didn't have to drive through the ditch.
No, what fun would that be unless you drive through the ditch? Yeah, that's just how we roll around here. But no, yeah, we had one farm that we built 21 modules on. One farm. I don't think we couldn't keep up. It was just, it was great, but it was like, okay, I'm done now. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like cotton.
No.
And especially the day after we had all the fires and then the tire fell off. And Matt and I are sitting, and we're sitting on the side of the road, and people are just, driving by and looking at us. We're just waving. We're like, hi, how you doing? And he looks at me and he's like, yeah, I'm really contemplating selling everything and forgetting about this. And I'm like, where are we going? Where are we going to go? Are we going to Cabo? Are we going to Mexico? Where are we going to go? And he's like, I said for a second, Kelly, I really didn't say we were gonna. I was like, don't get my hopes up. That's not right.
Well,
we were sitting on the side of the road looking like a bunch of homeless people. And then people are honking because I just kept waving. I'm going to wave at you. Like, get module builder out of the way. And the best part is the people watching. Like, they'll pull up to the module builder and they'll be like, well, why aren't you going anywhere? And they're just sitting there. And you're looking at them going, are you for real right now? And then I realized it's 2020 and people have become extremely stupid. And
Speaking of extremely stupid, Nicole, how did that feel? Like, you didn't think we would see that?
Honestly, I don't think most people pay attention to me over here.
Kelly, Nicole was watching. She's watching the camera and trying to feed the rabbit. The rabbit bit her finger.
The donut was the same color as my finger. I don't blame her.
Well, gang, it's been a good show tonight. Brent, what you got cooking the rest of the week? Now look, you're all laid back.
I'm just trying to muster up enough energy to keep this thing moving here the rest of the week here. It's a busy week here. Again, we got the episode, where are we at now? 81 of the Fastline Fast Track podcast is going to drop Friday morning around 7 o'clock Eastern time. Again, Case IH will be on there. John Deere represented. We'll be talking turkey for Thanksgiving and the music of John Mullins. Also got the next live stream coming up. That's going to be on Tuesday. Rye Davis is going to be on there. So make sure you go check that out. And just plowing through a bunch of projects here. Just trying to get a lot of stuff done here before the end of the year. Trying to get ahead of some stuff so we can maybe have a few days off over the next month or so.
I just found out today, if you go into Google Translate to translate into a different language, right now they have an emoji on there that's a turkey, and it translates it into turkey, which is just gobble gobble, but it was really funny and it made me laugh.
That's good to know.
Yeah. So in case you ever need to translate something into turkey, there's that.
Really? The wrong one of us took medication tonight.
Maybe. Probably.
And of course, we have Kelly down here. Kelly needs sedation all of the time, but we're good.
yeah, pretty much. I pretty much need it all the time now, 24/7.
Well, gang, it's been a good night. We're glad you all joined us on behalf of Concept Agritech and Fastline Fast Track. We're glad you guys joined us.
You found it.
I found it. If you ever wanted to know what we love farm life in Turkey sounds like, there you go.
Well, gang, y'all have a great night, and we will see all of y'all back next week. And of course, Brent, you got yours on Friday.
Yep, the podcast Friday, live stream next Tuesday, 7 o'clock Eastern time, p.m. Make sure you come join us, and then back here again next Wednesday.
And
All right.
also, if you had signed up for our cruise in January, that has been postponed till 2022. So you got one more year to hop on board. I think by 2022 in January, everybody's going to be really excited to get out and do stuff. So that will be fun.
Especially if Kelly Griggs is your cruise director.
Yeah. Kelly, we're going to have a good time. I can't wait.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait either. If I make it that far. Oh, why is he standing in front of my tractor with this GoPro? I'm going to run him over. I'm not playing with this joker. I'm not playing. Put it up. Oh, help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. Y'all say a prayer.
All right, Kelly. With that being said, you guys all have a great night. We'll see y'all next week. Same time, same channel. We'll be back here. Y'all have a great night. See you.
Good night.
Bye.